What it do, what it do, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, so we about to get into a JP. For all the newcomers out there, that means Jordan Peterson. You know what I'm saying? And let them know who, or what's the commentary of it that's going to be on.
Okay, Jordan Peterson destroys Will Smith's open marriage myth.
Now, you know, Jordan Peterson is very knowledgeable about things.
Yes, and that's deep just to have an open marriage.
Right. Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, if you guys are watching this right now, whoever's out there who is okay with the open marriage, leave a comment down below. Let us know.
And let us know how it works out, how it's working out for you.
Right. Let us know how that's working out. Because could you have an open marriage?
No.
No?
No. No.
Yeah.
You?
Nah, hell no. Hell no. I think marriage is sacred.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I feel like marriage is really sacred. I mean, you say your vows and all that. You know what I mean? So I really look at marriage like serious. I mean, it sounds funny maybe coming from a man or whatever the case may be, but firstly from a man that probably made a whole lot of mistakes. But I really truly feel that marriage is like, that's when you really straighten up. You know what I'm saying? You fly right, you do the right thing because, like I said, I'm a big believer in God. I ain't gonna get into all that. But anyway, let's get into this reaction. But before we do, everybody else out there who have not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man. Half and
Why
Jay.
not?
Feel me? We don't kick it off. What?
Good vibes, baby.
Good vibes.
Boom.
All right, let's see what JP talking about with Will Smith's open marriage. I'm sure he has a lot to say about this one.
So Will Smith was recently interviewed by GQ, in which he opens up a bit about his life, specifically his marriage. Now, of course, at this point, everyone in the world kind of knows about Will Smith's marriage.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation
August.
due to the...
That's August?
That's August Alcida.
Damn.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
Stop.
Stop. Okay. Ooh.
Stop.
What color is the hair?
No, I can't talk. I've had multiple different colors of hair.
You're a woman.
Men dye their hair all the time.
Those colors?
Not everybody, but
I guess you're right. I mean, to each his own.
To each his own.
Entanglement with August. That's what I said.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
Wait a minute.
And I truly am.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Hell no, I didn't know that.
This is my first time hearing.
Very first time. So Will
Wow.
Smith okayed the whole thing. So why was he mad about it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I ain't gonna
Just like with the slap.
speak on that.
He was laughing at first,
Right.
but then he went up and slapped Chris Rock.
What do you think Tupac's saying right now?
You
He up there laughing?
He's keeping it quiet. He's just like,
He up there laughing like, look at this fool.
And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
That is not the point of this video. What he does with his life is totally up to him. But he made some few comments about open marriage that I think we need to think about, and we can have a kind of discussion on. And I would love to get to what your guys' thoughts on this is. So in the interview, he says this specifically. He says that for the large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection. He further said, we have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way. And marriage for us can be a prison. I don't suggest this road for anybody, but the experiences and the freedoms we've given one another and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love. And he says that this kind of a marriage is the highest definition of a love. In our generation.
Now, how in the... Go ahead.
He called marriage a prison.
Right.
That's deep.
Right. Saying that it can't be a prison. Like, we don't want to feel like we're in prison. I guess by being
I totally disregarded the camp, but
yeah, but I'm saying, but you're still on the right path, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they feel like, I guess, being in prison is being with just each other.
right, just one person.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They feel like the highest definition of love is when you're able to go
You do whatever.
do whatever you want to do, and you ain't got to worry about
The consequences.
right of your actions. So, I mean, what y'all think about that? You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment down below.
Marriage is the highest definition of a love. In our generation, where we're seeing a lot of this, being popular, even amongst people that are single as well, and that's why I really believe it is important to have this conversation as well. And I want to play a clip by Jordan Peterson kind of talking about this particular issue. And then after this, guys, leave me your comments down below what you think about this and where do you stand with this as well. So enjoy the rest of this clip.
Please give your perspective on why polyamory is bad for the individual and society. Well, I think the fundamental reason is, there's a bunch of reasons. I mean, the first is society seemed to function better, that is, less violently, let's say, when there's one woman per man. If there's many women per man, there aren't many women for every man. There are a handful of men, let's say, a minority of men, a Pareto distribution of men who have a disproportionate number of women, and a lot of men who have none. And those aren't happy men, let's put it that way. They're men who are very likely to get up to no good very rapidly. So there's that. Then I would say the women who, let's say a man has many women, and let's say he's a desirable man for that matter, just for the sake of argument, if he has a variety of women, then those women don't have much of him.
Right.
So they don't get to establish a real individual relationship with him because it's going to be fragmentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe that that's satisfying for people. I think that what you want, as much as you possibly can, is to have people around you with whom you can weave your life together over the short term, medium term, and long term. It adds depth to your life in a way that almost nothing else can. And so what you do, and so I've been speaking more about permanent polyamorous relationships. You might ask, well, what about sequential ones where, which is in some ways indiscriminable from, from just casual sleeping around. I think the problem with that is that to sleep around casually is to imply that sex is casual. To imply that sex is casual is to assume implicitly that it can be divorced from the rest of life, emotional life, motivational life, values, all of that. And you can divorce it, but you pay a big price for that. I think the price you pay is like the virtual. The word psychopathic keeps leaping to mind. Yeah, good old Freud. You have to reduce a person to the casual pleasure of a transient sexual interaction in order to sleep around casually. And I think that once you establish that as a habit with sex, which is a deep experience, if you'll do that with sex, which is a deep experience, then, and you learn how, then what makes you think that won't transfer to everything else that you do? I don't see how it can fail to. So, you know, you could say, well, monogamy isn't a very good solution. It's like, well, life is a sexually transmitted disease with a 100% fatality rate too. You know, there's lots of really complex problems for which we only have the best answer we can come up with, which is not a utopian answer, but I would say, and I think the evidence supports this as well, that stable monogamy is the best solution that we know of, and it's also the minimum necessary requirement for the stability of children. So, polyamory, it's wrong. It's wrong, it makes men violent, it increases inequality in the manner that makes things dangerous. It makes it impossible for women to have a deep relationship with men. It facilitates the, what would you call it? The transformation of sex into something casual, and then that spills out into the rest of the world.
Right.
It deprives the people who engage in it of the opportunity of establishing a stable, long-term, mutually satisfying. It's more than that. Mutually beneficial relationship. You know, because a good marriage, the people in it gain more than. They're more than twice as good, right? The benefits aren't precisely linear, so you lose that, destabilizes the situation for children. There you go, man. That's a lot of things that aren't good. That's for sure.
I wonder if Will Smith listens to Jordan Peterson or even knows about him. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know, what would he think if he saw this clip right here?
And I know there's a lot of polygamists out there, polyamorous couples out there. How does it work for you? Because Jordan Peterson says that it's wrong, and I agree with him because you're spreading yourself to, you know, say it's a woman with 3 husbands or a man with 3 wives. You're not having that one-on-one, like he said, one-on-one time with each other, learning, growing, building together.
Right.
And you're not getting the full person.
Right. You have 2 other personalities you have to figure out and deal with.
And you all 3 of you guys trying to make it one, where you guys are building together, and it's just, to me, that's a lot. That's a lot going on.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine. He has, I want to say it's 2 wives or 3 wives. It's one of the 2. Yeah. You know, and it's part of his religion. And you know, I ask him sometimes, how does that work? Because somebody has to get jealous at some point.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting more attention. They're feeling that they're getting more attention than the other, or you know, you're spending more time with this person, that person, whatever the case may be. So I was asking him, like, you know, how does that work? Like, have 2 wives, stuff like that. I mean, one time, I stayed next door to him. I mean, one time, I seen him outside arguing with one of his wives, and the other wife come pulled up in the van, and skirting like, stopping real loud. She jumping out, and they arguing back and forth.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of them. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the hell are they really arguing about? Like, you know what I'm saying? They all know about each other. It's like, what can you really be arguing about? Unless it's some, you know, you ain't emptying out the trash, or, you know, you went to go get some from Stater Brothers and didn't bring this back. Like, what can you really be arguing over? So it was kind of funny to me. But he says that for the most part, it works out cool for him. That's their thing.
Right. Right.
You know,
to each his own.
Right, and like I said, that's his religion.
That's just something I wouldn't want to do. I just could not share you with someone else.
Right.
Just absolutely cannot do that.
Right. And women, I think it's more for men who are like that than women. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying just you adding another woman.
No, I know. What I'm saying is a woman is more.
Oh, you're saying it's not as common.
Right, exactly.
Not common.
Like y'all more, you know what I'm saying? Y'all more with the one-on-one thing with in a relationship.
But
there's some out there that likes that. But I'm saying, but I think the majority. I may be wrong with the numbers, but I think the majority of women would rather just have that one mate.
Oh yeah. And
just that one-on-one type of relationship. But I think.
And my point is, what is the point of even getting married if you know?
Right.
That you want more than one person in your life.
Right, that's what I'm saying. With marriage, with me, I just feel like when you're married to that one person. That's what it is. And I don't believe in divorces. That's just my personal belief.
And you know, you could get divorced on paper, but when you make that vow till death do you part, you're still technically married to that person because you made that vow to God, like until death do us part. So you're still binded to that person until you die. So it's deep with me with marriage, and anyone who plans on getting married, absolutely make sure, especially if you're just in a monogamous relationship, make sure that person is the one for you, because you are making those, you know, that promise to God, like you will be there through thick and thin,
and I think everything is meant. I mean, everything can be worked out if you really apply yourself to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like when you marry, like I think like everything can be worked out. Like it's supposed to be worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're married. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to work this out. Like ain't no, you know, like I said, we can get on, we can make a whole video on certain topics. Like, you know, we can go all into it. But anyway, you want to add anything else?
You know, and I just want to throw this out. I'm not judging anybody who's in a polygamous relationship. Like I said, you know, we feel that's what you do. We'll still be your friend. We're not judging. I mean, that's just something I wouldn't want in my life. I wouldn't want to do that.
So y'all let us know what y'all thoughts are about that. Leave the comments down below. Let us know.
Yes.
And in the meantime, or should I say in the meantime or in between time, let's get through some shout outs.
Okay, first shout out goes to Timothy Nelms. What's up, Timothy Nelms?
Timothy Nelms, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Hope you enjoyed that JP on that Will Smith open marriage.
Yes, and what are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts? Leave the comments down below. Let us know.
Yes. Second shout out goes to Jose Nunez. What's up, Jose Nunez?
I thought you would say Jose Cuervo, but what's going on, Jose Nunez? Shout out to you. Hope you enjoyed that JP.
Yes.
Thoughts about Will Smith open marriage. Leave your thoughts also down below in the comment section so we can go ahead and read them and see what you're talking about.
Yes.
All right, anything else you want to add?
Positivity, progression. What are the 4 P's? I forgot.
It's positivity, progression, prosperity, and that was it. I had a fourth one?
You had a fourth one.
Progression?
You just said it.
Oh, I got to think of it. But anyway, we gave y'all 3. So, you feel me? So we out this day, man. She put me on the spot.
Peace.
Damn, then she spit in my face.